welcome back to another Take a Video. My name is Josh and today is a very special video as we're looking at the brand newly announced Home app from iOS 16. At WWDC this year, Apple unveiled a bunch of new software including iOS 16, macOS, iPadOS and watchOS 9. And in all of those new updates comes some really cool hardware, but one thing that stuck to mind that I thought would work perfectly for this channel, and that was the fact that Apple finally updated and redesigned the Home app. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look of everything that I've found in the last 24 hours since downloading the beta onto my phone. So you can see all the new stuff. So I live with a very bugged up iPhone that I now have. So just before we go ahead with this, I do just have to put out a disclaimer that it would be great that if you are looking to test this out, then do it on a secondary device if you do have one, as this is the very first beta and there are so many bugs that are going to be in this build. Apple does have a public beta which usually comes out in July for anyone looking to test it that way, and that one is usually more of a solid build. So be sure to go and check that out, and I'll leave the link of where you can sign yourself up to get notifications for that in the description. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get in and have a look at that brand new Home app redesign. So let's start with taking a look into the brand new redesigned Home app. As you can see from the very home screen, the Home app has had a lot of changes in terms of the design and the layout, but things still look very familiar like they did in previous versions. Going ahead and going straight in at the top row, you have your overview of your entire home. So here you have a couple of different tiles from climate, light, security, and speakers and TVs. And here you'll be able to open those tiles up and see each individual accessory within each room. So for the climate option, for example, you can see all of the different accessories and what rooms they are in. One thing I like about this compared to the previous version of Overview is the fact that you can now see all of your accessories, even the ones that aren't in use. Going over to the lights, you'll be able to see all of your different light categories and what rooms they're all in, and you can see which ones are turned on and how many of them are turned on. As you can see, there is a sub overview underneath the main overview, and it tells you what switches, outlets and lights are on within this section. Going into the security section, you'll be able to see any security alarms that you have and any security cameras and motion sensors you have within your home, and it will also have an overview of when something is triggered for you to be able to see and check up on in this section. And going over to speakers and TVs, you'll be able to see all of your speakers and TVs in this section, and you'll be able to control them all individually all together with AirPlay. To exit the main overview tiles, just click on the one that's highlighted and you'll be greeted back to the main homepage. At the very top, you do get your HomeKit cameras, which you can see all at once, or you can favorite them to be on the main home screen, and you can have all of your cameras displayed here all at once, and you'll just be able to scroll through. I only have 2 live cameras in here at the moment. Coming in with the brand new layout, the main default is cameras on top, then you have scenes, favorites, and then all of your rooms below that. This is fully customizable and you can change this up and down by simply going into the 3 dots in the top right corner like you used to, and there is now 2 new options. There's Edit Home View and Reorder Sections. Edit Home View puts all of your little tiles into wiggle mode, and this means you're allowed to move them about wherever you like. One thing I did notice about this new wiggle mode is the option to actually expand a tile and make it much larger than previously. So if you have some accessories that you really want to use, or some accessories maybe you're sharing your home with a guest and you just want to point out the easier one to use, then you can actually resize all of your tiles and expand them and make them bigger if needed. And then just to make them smaller again, you just click on the little expand icon. To move them up and down, just drag them a drop like you would on the main home screen if you're changing apps around. This is very easy and simple to do. I like the fact that Apple has added on being able to customize more of the layout within the Home app. And then have a look at that option underneath, reorder sections. Basically this allows you to change all of the sections on the main homepage. So if you don't want the cameras right at the top, you can move them down, or you can hide them all the way at the bottom like in the previous version of the Home app. But I really like having a quick glance at all my cameras at the top, so I'm going to leave it there. But I don't always use my scenes, so I'm actually going to put that right to the bottom. And if I go back to the home page, you can see my scenes have disappeared, and now it has my favorite accessories and also my rooms below. There's no new updates in terms of intercom. This works exactly the same on all of your HomePods and iOS devices, and by clicking on the plus icon, you have the same menu as you previously had to add accessories, scenes, automations, room and people, or even create a brand new home. Just a quick pause here for anyone that is new to this channel or is watching and would like to build a smart home. We do have a series which I'll link in the top right corner for you to go and check out. This is where you can watch weekly videos on how to build and make a HomeKit smart home using HomeKit products. And then finally going into the settings again, you'll see a very familiar as before. You'll be able to go into the home settings and you'll be able to add people and see all of your devices and settings for them as well. Now, one of the biggest changes in this setting is the fact that the Home app has finally got new wallpapers you can choose from. As you can see, this new sunset one is a new default that Apple used in the keynote itself, and then you have a couple more gradients you can choose from. Speaking of changes in terms of customization, now if you click on an accessory and go to the icons, you will now notice they are new icons within the Home app. Yes, that's right, you heard me, Apple finally listened to us all, and they finally added new icons. Now, these aren't any extra icons, they're just redesigned icons that we previously had in the old version of the Home app. It is nice to see that Apple has finally thought about the icons themselves and has added a new look and feel to them. The new icons don't just stop at lights, they've been revamped for the whole Home app, so you can see all of your new accessories will have a new icon, which you can customize and change depending on the accessory type that it is. One thing I am a little bit annoyed about, which I really hope Apple do bring though, is more customization to those icons, as if I go into a scene and I go to edit and I click on the scene icon, I do get a really big wide variety of options to choose from, and I can even pick the color. This is something I wish Apple did for the entire Home app and all of the home accessories. Even if it's a light bulb, have the option to change it to something else so it's more relevant to the product that it is. Now, as you can see on the bottom of the Home app, there is no longer a rooms toggle. You now simply just tap on the name on the main page and it will take you to that room, which you can then view and have a look at all of your accessories based on the room you have chosen. As you can see, it's a very familiar view to what is on their main homepage. You have an overview of all your accessories on the tops, the ones that are active, and then by scrolling down you have your scenes. And something I really like about the new updated layout is the fact it separates all of your accessories into their categories. So as you can see at the top, you have climate, which is going to have my heating, any fans, curtains and blinds, or any heat sensors that you might have are going to be displayed here. Scrolling down, you're going to have the option for all of your lights. And then at the bottom, you'll have speakers and TVs. This is very similar to the overview of your home on the main homepage, just laid out per room. And then on the bottom, for any other accessories you might have, it shows as other. Another tidbit that I found, which wasn't in the previous version of the Home app, was Apple's clarification of curtains and blinds. Now you can clearly see in the climate section that curtains and blinds are both separated into two separate categories, and this changes dependent on the icon that you set. So now when you say the magic words to control a blind, it won't just close your curtains as well, as it will separate both of those, which is something that I really like from Apple, and they've really took a notice of that. Now there's two more things to go over with the brand new Home app, and the second to last one is automations. Now, a lot of people asked me on my social media, because I was doing a poll to see what you'd like to know about the Home app, is there any more advanced automation options within the Home app? And unfortunately, this answer is a no. Apple hasn't added anything new within this section of the Home app just yet, but hopefully as Matter rolls out in the future and more accessories become available to HomeKit, we'll likely see an update in this in the near future. but for the time being, you can use apps like the Eve app to get more control and advanced automations through HomeKit. And finally on the list is one thing Apple talked a lot about at WWDC, and that is the brand new lock screen on iOS 16. And as you can see right here, there is a brand new home widget for you to choose from, which you can have up front and center within the lock screen. You get 6 different widgets to choose from, including 2 climate control, a light switch widget, 2 security ones, and a home summary, which shows your entire overview of your home and gives you all the latest updates on your accessories for security systems, windows, doors, and locks. And this updates live, so when you're walking around your home, you don't have to wait for the widget to refresh. It will do it automatically in real time. This is something that I thought was really good of Apple to include, as a lot of widgets in the past haven't included regular updates, so it's nice to see that this version of the widget is up to date and shows you everything in real time. That is everything in the iOS 16 Home app redesign I have found so far in the last 24 hours, but as more betas come out every couple of weeks, I'll be able to show you any new features that might be available within the Home app. And if I see any bugs, I'll happily report them so we can get them fixed, hopefully for the final release in September. It's absolutely crazy how many new features and how many new design elements are built into the Home app. It has been a really nice update to see this year, and it was a very unexpected one as we weren't expecting it at all. Apple also took time in the keynote to talk about Matter and how iOS 16 is now fully ready for Matter when it hopefully launches later this year. And I do feel like with the event, there were some things Apple might have been holding off on since they didn't talk about tvOS. And within the last 24 hours, 9to5Mac reported there was code within iOS 16 that might speculate of a new HomePod that might be launching later this year. And we've also heard the rumors of a brand new, cheaper, affordable Apple TV, which is set to compete with the likes of Chromecast and Amazon's Fire TV sticks. So fingers crossed we get those updates in the coming future. It doesn't seem to be that long a wait, so fingers crossed we have a good September, just like we've now just had a good WWDC. Let me know what you guys think of all the new Home updates in the comments down below, and if I do find anything over the next coming months with the new betas that launch, then I will be uploading it on my social media, which you can find here, and I'll link down all the links in the description for you to go and check those out, and give us a follow on our social media to stay up to date with any content or anything we might be doing. And if you did enjoy this video, it'd be absolutely great if you could hit that thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and share this video, as it really does help our channel grow. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss another video from Tech Up Again. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was a really cool video, and we'll see you in the next one.